Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. I apologize for not posting this last week, but I went on vacation and I just didn't have time to upload this before I left. So that's just kind of how things go. I've spoken about that before. I just do this as a hobby, so I do my best to do one video a week, but last week it just didn't work out. But this time we are here to do a Project Pan update. I will link my playlist below if you want to catch up on all my updates for 2023. For my Project Pan, I'm working on 5 items at a time, and so today we're going to do an update on those 5 items. I did finish one, yay, so that means that I can roll a new product in. I feel like I'm making really good progress on working through older items in my collection doing this project, and it's just a really good way and a reminder to use what you already have. So if you want to see my Project Pan update for the month of June, then just keep watching. So the first item I will update you on is my Hourglass 3-pan palette. I am working on the middle shade, and as you can see, I made some really good progress this month. I totally cleaned out this whole corner section. So now all that's left is this corner. I feel like I've flattened it out generally, but there's still a bit of a hump, a dome a little bit on some of this. It's hard to tell, but I'm really enjoying this powder. I usually just dust it all over my forehead and a little bit on my cheeks, and then I use it to highlight my upper lip and nose, things like that, and use it in my brow bone. So it's definitely slow going, as I always say. I definitely anticipated that this would take pretty much the entirety of 2023 to use up, but I'm very excited for the progress that I am making, and I'm looking forward to being able to say that I finished an entire face palette. So that is item number 1 that I am still working on. Item number 2 is my Catrice Mattifying Translucent Powder. This I did repress after my last update. It was just getting a little difficult to get the product on my brush because it was all around the edges. So I did repress it so it's all in the center. I do have a little bit of hard pan going on, which is disappointing, but I can work through that. And honestly, it showed me that there really was so much more product left in here than what it looked like when it was just around the edges. So it basically has taken up the entire pan again, but if you can see, like right here, there's some pan showing through and on the edges. So it's a very, very thin layer of this. And I was hoping that I would be able to finish this in June, but obviously that didn't happen. So I really think I can finish it in July. June was just kind of, I didn't wear a ton of makeup in the month of June just because I was on vacation and I had a couple, weekend things where I didn't wear makeup. So I'm hoping I can just work through this in July because, as I've said before, I don't dislike this powder, but I'm kind of ready for it to be done. And it's lasted a lot longer than I was anticipating, which is good. I guess that means you get bang for your buck, but I'm kind of ready to move on from this and finish it up. Next is another powder. It's the bronzer from Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I have a mini one that I've been working through. This I also repressed after my last update video. So here's what it's looking like now. There's still quite a bit of product left, but even after repressing it, I was able to work through the sides over here, and it's a pretty thin layer again of product that's left in here. So hopefully I can finish this within the next 2 to 3 months. I think I was pretty ambitious at the beginning of the summer, thinking that I could finish it in a month or two, but again, if there are days or weeks where I'm not wearing a ton of makeup and don't reach for this, it's obviously not getting used as often as I was thinking. But I definitely think I can get through this in the next 2 to 3 months, really enjoying it. Again, like I said in the intro, it's just a good way for me to use products that I already have and that are older in my collection. This is one of my oldest bronzers, so it's a good reminder to use up those things that you paid money for and have just been sitting in your drawer, and also a reminder that even though this is a mini size, this is taking me months and months and months to use. So just a reminder that products take a long time to use up, and it just makes you think about your consumption habits and your purchasing habits. So really enjoying this bronzer, excited to keep using it, and yeah, we'll see how much progress we make in the next month. Next is the foundation that I've been working through. It's the Bite Changemaker foundation. This I will insert below videos of what it was weighing up until this point and then what it's weighing now. But here is what it is looking like. Pretty similar to what it looked like last month. This is really thinned out, but then all the product is still down here. So again, making good progress. I stopped wearing this for a couple days because I was working through a little sample of a foundation, but I'm ready to get back to this and wear this regularly, especially on work days. So I'm excited to keep using this, and a few times in the past, this past month when I use it and I squeeze, I will see like some clear, like you can see right here, you can see some like windowing going on. So that gives me a sign that we are definitely coming to where there is not a ton of product left in here, even though there is a ton down here. But up here, I've done a good job of squeezing it all out. I do think this will be one, once I get to the point where it's really hard to squeeze out, I will cut it open at the top and then clean out what I can with the spatula and put it in a different container, because I really do want to try and use up as much of this as I can. But yeah, that is what we are looking like on the foundation. I definitely think, like the bronzer, this will take at least another 2 to 3 months to use up, so we will see if my prediction is correct. And last but not least is the product that I used up. I had just rolled in my Maybelline Color Whisper in the color Lust for Blush. And as you can see, I totally used it up and I scraped it out. Even though I think I said I wasn't going to scrape it out, I was just going to use till I couldn't anymore and call it done, but I went ahead and scraped it out because I went through it a lot faster than I was anticipating. I used this both as a blush and as a lipstick for the past like month or two. And when I would use it as a liquid blush, of course for sanitary reasons, I didn't just like put it on my cheeks this way. I would put it on my hand and then dot my brush on it and then do the cheeks. But using it that way and as a lipstick really helped me get through it a lot faster, and it worked really well for a blush. So that's definitely something I'm going to put into practice for the next item that I'm going to roll in to replace this. I am going to roll in another lip product, and I actually am wearing it right now. It is this Buxom lip liner like mini sample. And I'm not 100% sure on what color this is, but it's the kind, it has a little brush on the end and then is like a chubby pencil. So again, I can use this as an all over lip color, but then I also want to experiment using this as a blush. I've seen Sarah Rose Beauty use lip liners as blush before, and I had never really thought about doing that. So I'm excited to try that out with this product. And since it's kind of like a mini size, I'm anticipating again that this won't take a ton of time to get through, but we will see. So this is where we are starting out. I am right at the little lip symbol on the top of the label. So that can be a good measuring point. So then next month when I do a check-in, we can see how far down I have sharpened it. I like when products have like a name or a logo on it that you can kind of track your progress a little easier than just drawing a line on a piece of paper. So that is what I'm going to be rolling in as my new product. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Let me know below if you're doing a project pan, what items you're using, and how it's going. I am excited for the progress that I've made so far this year project panning. I've used up a number of products. Again, I will link that playlist below so you can go check out everything that I've already worked my way through this year. And yeah, I'm excited to keep going and making more progress on my collection. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.